Welcome into the Christian and Cowboy podcast. I'm Christian, joined as always by Cowboy. Cowboy, how are you tonight?
I'm doing great, son. How are you?
Pretty decent. Doing school while trying to watch the Masters isn't exactly easy, but I'm getting used to it.
Yeah,
So it's a daily process, but it's getting there.
makes
So
sense.
let's talk about the Masters. So you look at this leaderboard right now. Paul Casey, your leader at 7 under.
Won't hold up. He'll back up on this weekend.
Wait, what?
He'll back up on the weekend.
I'm confused.
How?
Are you saying? Oh, you're saying he'll back up. I thought you were saying like it'll back up, and I was like, wait, what is he talking about?
No, he will back.
Yeah,
he will
yeah, yeah.
back up.
I probably agree. I pretty much agree with you on that. I mean, Shoffley's at 5 under, right behind him. Thomas at 5 under, right behind him.
Justin Thomas is at 5. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I think he must have birdied 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Justin never had a top 10 in this tournament, so I'm always reluctant to pick him, and I didn't. But if he has a good first round, which it looks like he's going to, he's going to be hard to handle.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's got like the whole back 9 left tomorrow morning,
Yeah.
and there's like 2 par 5s on the back, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
so he's got at least 2 opportunities for birdies there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't. Wow. I was actually surprised with how well Woods played today too.
I was too. I was amazed, as a matter of fact,
Yeah.
how well he played. I think the course played really easy today. He had a lot of low numbers. That rain this morning, it softened those greens, and they were just shooting darts out there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the greens definitely were not as true as they usually are. Like not just because of all the rain, but also the season it is. It's obviously going to be slower during the fall than it is in the spring too.
Well, you would think so, and mostly because they probably couldn't cut the grass as low as what they'd
Yeah.
like to.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
So, yeah, it's hairy out there. Hairy by that, I mean, fairway, everything is a little bit longer than what you would normally expect, and it's going to make the course play longer, but length doesn't mean anything to those guys anymore. They're all going to just be bombing the ball out there, and then they get on the green, and they've got some putts that they can make, is what it sounds like has happened today.
Yeah, it's pretty much been the story all day today. It's just, I mean, even though DeChambeau didn't have a great round today, it's pretty much what he did all day. It was just ridiculous. Man, the only reason he didn't play as good as he should have is because he had some bad holes. Like he had that 7 on 13, had a couple bogeys that they probably shouldn't have been bogeys. So that was the only reason he didn't do better than a 70 today.
I'm not saying this because I don't like Bryson, but I don't. But I don't think this is his kind of tournament. He's got to be able to chip the ball and putt the ball well, and he's never done that at Augusta. I don't think he's going to be a factor in this thing.
Yeah, I mean, even he said, he was like, it doesn't matter how far I hit it out here. It's about your short game. And
It is. It's a second shot course.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean,
Well, did you make any picks? Because I made picks yesterday on Twitter.
well, I kind of did, but then I forgot to write them down. Or I think either I forgot, I wrote them down, and now I just don't know where I put the paper, or I thought I wrote them in notes and I didn't write them in notes on my phone. So, yes, but no, I guess.
All right. Well, we'll trust you that you're going to be honest about it.
Well, I'll let you go ahead and make your picks first.
All right. My picks were Dustin Johnson, who I think is 2 under. Bruce Koepka, who I last time I looked was 1 over.
Yeah, I think he's something like that. Yeah.
And Tony Finau, who I think is 3 under.
Yeah, those are 3 good picks. I mean, I don't think Dustin's not doing a ton today, is he? He's kind of just having an average round.
He's he was 200 last time I looked. So I mean, he's in contention.
Yeah.
I had dark horses too. You want to hear my
Oh
dark
yeah,
horses?
yeah. Let's hear your bold predictions.
Bold, bold predictions. They're really not all that bold. But Jason Day, who was 200. Bubba Watson, which I don't have any idea where he is. And Patrick Reed, who was 400, right there with Tiger.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always been weird to me how Patrick Reed can play as good as he does at this course.
Patrick Reed's a good player, man.
No, I think he is too, but I mean,
you give me, I wouldn't go too far down the line. You talk about a guy who's going to play for your life, and I mean that's sort of silly. I mean it's hyperbole, but
yeah.
Patrick Reed be right up there on the high on the list for me.
You think so?
Yeah, he's gutsy. He plays big in the big moments. Always has in the Ryder Cup. Usually in contention in the majors. I mean.
Yeah, I mean at the U.S. Open this year, I think he just kind of got outplayed.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. I thought he was going to win, but it was Bryson's week.
Yeah.
There's just no doubt about it.
Yeah, for sure. That's why, I mean, it was kind of interesting. You would have thought the majority of the storylines coming into this week was going to be all Tiger, but Bryson took a lot of that away.
Yeah, it did. And I'd say Tiger appreciates that.
He does appreciate it?
I'd say he does.
Yeah, probably.
Take some pressure off of him.
Yeah. I saw, I will say this, he made a good choice for the Champions Dinner. I would have liked some of those chicken fajitas.
Yeah. They had sushi too. You want to try some sushi?
Oh, they had sushi too?
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me. He had two.
Have you ever had sushi?
No, I have not. Have you?
Yes, of course I have.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's great. You'd like it.
Oh, I might have to try it sometime.
We'll have to go and get some at this Christmas.
Yeah, we'll go to a sushi place.
Yeah.
Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, I'll go ahead and give my picks. So Dustin Johnson actually was one of my picks. Because I feel he's probably the hottest player. Well, not the hottest, but he's one of the hottest players coming into this thing probably. He was my first one, I kind of just gave 3 picks, but not in like any particular order, if you understand what I'm saying. So my 3 guys were Dustin Johnson, DeChambeau, which kind of looks good right now, but doesn't exactly. So, and then my third was Justin Thomas. I took those 3 because I thought those were the 3 that had the best chance to win. And then for a dark horse, I actually went with Xander Schauffele as my dark horse, just because he played well at this course last year. Just kind of didn't really, just didn't really pan out for him. And then, but yeah, I like Xander Schauffele as I cannot talk right now. I took Xander Schauffele as my dark horse, but he's playing pretty good right now. So
I was gonna say Xander is right there, like he always is.
Yeah.
It just seemed like you talked about somebody got outplayed. I mean, he seems to get outplayed every time.
Him and Finau are both like that.
That's a good comparison, son. They just don't. They got to find another gear on Sunday, and until they do, they're going to keep coming up second place. But Xander could win this thing for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I just heard a swing in the background. So are they still playing?
I don't see how possibly. It's pitch black here.
Oh, I thought I heard a swing like... It must have been from our TV. I thought I heard a swing from yours. I don't know.
No. I don't have anything on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm in my room, but the TV's like right out there. I mean, I had the door closed, so I don't know how I would have heard it. But anyway. So, I guess they're like officially done now. But looks
they
like...
gotta be.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's Eastern time there too, right?
Yeah, it's Eastern time.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, see, it's not quite dark here, but it will be very soon. So, yeah, it looks like Casey's going to keep the lead at 7 under, and there's 3 guys tied for tied for second at 5 under with Webb Simpson, Xander Schauffele, and Justin Thomas. So
Webb Simpson's a guy that we never talk about, but he's another guy that seems to always be around the lead.
yeah, for sure. Didn't he win the Players last year, or was that the year before?
No, it was last year.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if that was Rory last year or if it was the year before. But
The stupid COVID thing just screws everything up. You can't remember anything.
I know. Well, it's not just. Well, I wasn't even thinking about that, but I know Webb Simpson won it one year, like 19 and 18. Webb Simpson won it one year, and McElroy won it the other year. I can't remember which was which, but anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, Justin Thomas is 5 under through 10.
I'm interested to see how Matthew Wolff plays in this thing too.
He's 4 under.
Yep. This is his first Masters, I believe, correct?
It is. He's about as long as DeChambeau is, really.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, he's not as long, but he's close. Yeah.
Pretty much. It's not that big of a difference to matter.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Molinari, I'm interested to see what he does here too. I mean, he's only through 10, so we kind of don't know yet. But yeah, coming off that PGA,
What is he?
even. So nothing too serious. Either way. You know who I had never heard of until today?
Who?
Jose Maria Olazabal, or however you say his name.
Olafable.
Say that again?
Olafable.
Olafable.
Yeah.
Why is it a Z?
I don't know. It's Spanish.
That's stupid.
You never heard of him?
No, he's won the Masters twice. I'm like, how have I never heard of this dude?
Yeah, is he playing?
Let's see.
I don't think he is.
Yeah, he is. He is. That's why I clicked on him just now. Yeah, he's playing.
Yeah, he's 2 over.
He's 2 over. I was like, I've never heard of this dude in my life. Who is this guy?
Yeah, he was good, man. I mean, he was really good. Had a lot of injury problems with his feet. He had rheumatoid arthritis, which Mickelson did too. And they never could really get a handle on it. So the most of his career was stolen by injuries. But yeah, he was a hell of a player.
Well, who knew? I certainly didn't.
Jose Maria Olazabal.
Olafable. That's nice. Anyway, you already made your picks. But yeah, I'm interested to see how the course plays tomorrow because it'll probably be a little more dry, obviously.
Well, that's what they got to hope because it played way too easy today.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, I mean,
there's not supposed to be any more rain in the forecast, and it's supposed to be kind of warm. They can get those greens rolling where they want them overnight because they got this thing called a sub-air system. They've got like pumps underneath the greens, if you can believe that.
So is that like, like when they aerate the greens, is that just like a faster process of doing that? Or is
No, it's a different thing. They've got literally pumps that pump the moisture out of the greens. Aeration is more just to break up the compaction.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't know. But so that's interesting. They have literal pumps like underneath the green. Wow.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No. It doesn't surprise me, but no, I didn't know that.
I bet those things are running right now. They're going to try to dry that course out and make it a little bit tougher on them because they don't want to see a 20 under thing win this thing.
Oh no, yeah.
But it might.
I mean, Tiger still has the highest score or like the lowest score to win it at 18, right?
Spieth tied him.
Yeah, Spieth did. Yeah. I couldn't remember if Spieth broke it or if he tied it.
He had it one, or he had the record. And he bogeyed 18 that year.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, I remember that now. Yep, sure do remember that now. It's crazy that was 5 years ago.
Well, it can happen.
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
5 years ago, we thought Jordan was gonna be like in the top 10 for the next 5 years, and now he's like
Well, the problem
80th.
was, I've told you this before. That's what he thought, and he just let his mind get overwhelmed with it.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's ever going to be a player anymore. I really don't.
That's unfortunate.
I think it is too. I like Jordan. I don't like how he whines out there on the course, but I mean.
Oh, you mean talking to his ball every shot?
Yeah, it drives me crazy.
I figured that'd be something you don't like.
No, I don't. But he's a good kid, and it just happened way too fast for him.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just all at once. Because I mean, he won that Masters, then he won that U.S. Open in like the span of like 3 months or 2 months.
And then won the British another year later. It was just.
It was actually 2 years later, but still, yeah.
Was it 2 years?
Yeah, because it was 2017 is when he won the British.
Okay.
But yeah, it's unfortunate, but hopefully it will turn around.
Well, he's young. I mean, I could be wrong.
Yeah,
That's for sure. It's not like he's 30 years old. I mean, he's got a lot of golf ahead of him, but he just doesn't seem like he's got his head in the right place right now.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can move on from Masters talk now, unless you have anything else you want to talk about.
No, I don't. I think we've hit it all.
All right. Well, I'll let you go first. Jeremy Pruitt is officially not the guy, correct?
I didn't think he was going to hit me with
that. You weren't expecting that question, were you?
No, I wasn't. No, he's not, honey. He's not the guy. I don't think there is. I'm beginning to wonder if there is a guy out there that can turn this thing around.
Well, it was maybe going to be Hugh Freeze, and then they decided to give him an extension, which all that did was just, up his buyout.
Yeah, that don't matter, but former hates Freeze.
Really? Why?
Because he cheated in recruiting at Ole Miss. And then
so what? I want to cheat. I want to cheat. That's how we win. Let's cheat. Let's win. Everyone else gets away with it. Why can't we?
Well, we do cheat. We do the same thing everybody else does. I don't know if we pay enough. I don't know if we're cheating. I don't know if we're cheating smart or not. But yeah, Pruitt, this is too big a job for him.
For his first head coaching job, at least.
Yeah.
That was the problem. He needed like a smaller head coach job to get into it, to understand, what being a head coach is like.
It'd be true of so many other people. I mean, Derek Dooley was a head coach before. Didn't help anything. Butch Jones was a head coach at Cincinnati, which is a pretty big program. Didn't help anything.
It's a big program for it to not be a Power 5 program, yeah.
Yeah. You're going to need a guy like Nick Saban to come to Tennessee, and there's nobody out there. I throw this out there a lot, and everybody laughs at me. If it were me, if it was all my decision, I'd go tell Urban Meyer that, look, I don't care how much money you want, we'll pay it to come coach our team.
I don't care how much money you want, we'll pay it. No, I mean, I don't understand why everyone thinks it's like such a bad idea. Like, obviously it's not going to happen, but I don't know why people think it's a bad idea.
They don't do stuff like that down there, but that's what they should do, is get Urban Meyer. And people say, oh, he'll never come there. Yes, he would if you give him enough money. Yes, he would.
I mean, he was talking about it. He was back in 2017. He was talking on Fox. He's like, I think it's a top 10 job in America, or whatever he said.
It should be. And we just keep hiring these bums. I think Pruitt was the best of these three that we've had. He was the best chance to make it, but he got caught up with with Guarantano, and he just never developed a quarterback. And I mean, you just can't do that today.
Yeah.
It's amazing to me that he's went through 3 years of this without finding a better solution. I can't get over it.
Oh yeah, I know. It's just
But having
ridiculous.
said that, people act like that's the only problem, and it's not. They're terrible everywhere on the field. They're not good at. They have a good defensive line. It's a terrible secondary. There's not one player on that secondary that's going to play on Sunday. And that includes Bryce Thompson. He's not that good either. Toe is good against the run, but he can't cover against the pass.
Yeah, that's To's main problem. He's not getting pass coverage.
Well, let me tell you something. That ain't going to fly in the NFL.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, the only pro I see on that team is Trey Smith. And I think he's overrated, if you want to know the truth about it.
Yeah, I mean, he probably is. Maybe Josh Palmer, too. Well, he definitely has, like, the build for it. Josh Palmer does.
It's just, there's nowhere to know when they, you can't complete a pass to anybody out there.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah, that's the thing. Like, see, like, the thing that pissed me off with Harrison, like, when they actually decided to put Bailey in the game, is, like, after we put him in the game, we just run, like, 5 straight run plays. Like, what was the point? Just,
they did that when they put Maurer in, too.
I know. It's like, what's the point of putting someone else in just to hand it off 15 times?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, you got to get somebody ready to play that can play the position besides for Guarantano. You've just got to, and they just haven't done it. It's going to cost the man his job.
Yep.
He's going to be gone. It might not happen this year. I doubt they'll fire him this year.
They won't.
But
Plus,
when
when you have an athletic director that thinks he was fired too soon, he's probably not going to fire someone very soon.
That's a good point, son.
So
that's a very good point.
Anyway, but one thing I did think was interesting. Who's the O-line coach again?
Will Friend.
Friend, yeah. So you know how he had like a false positive or whatever. If it wasn't a false positive and he was like actually positive for COVID, guess who would have been on the sidelines as our O-line coach on Saturday?
Homer.
Yep. That would have been ridiculous. That would have been like the storyline of the game if that happened.
Who had the positives that made this game get canceled? Was it us or them?
It was them. It was A&M. We don't have any. It's all A&M's fault.
See, that's what I don't like about this, man.
See, exactly. If there's another team on our schedule right now that doesn't have any positives, let's go ahead and play that game.
Well, they've got games themselves.
I know, and I'm saying like, if there's another team on our schedule that their game that's left and their game got canceled too, let's go ahead and play that game.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, like Auburn's game got I don't know if they have positives, but like Florida's game got canceled. Why don't we just go ahead and play Florida this week?
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea, honestly.
Just get it out of the way.
Yeah.
But obviously, it's not going to happen. So
it'd be nothing like getting beat by Florida by 100 points.
I know. I'd watch like the first quarter. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm turning it back to the Masters. Okay, that's enough. Yeah, seriously, all I was planning on doing, I was like, I'm going to record the game and I'll go back and watch it later if people say it's worth watching. I was not planning on watching that A&M game anyway.
How did you want to record the game? You got DVD?
Yeah, I don't even know how we got it, but we got DVR now.
Oh, well, that's good.
I don't even know how we got it. Like, it just said, record show, all of a sudden. I was like, wait, we have a DVR now? When did this happen? So, yeah, I've been recording things.
Have you tested it? Does it work?
Yes. I've recorded many games.
Oh, that's good.
Yes. I enjoy it. It's a nice tool to have. Anyway. Titans tonight. Playing the Colts. Big game. Because the winner has the lead in the AFC South. Whoever wins this game.
Huge game. That's one of the biggest Thursday night games I can remember.
Oh, yeah. So, personally, I think the Colts are frauds anyway. Uh,
They got a good defense. That's about it.
I'm not scared of them at all. Like the teams they've beaten, like they've played a very easy schedule to this point.
Yeah.
So I'm not super worried about tonight at all. I think tonight's going to be. I'm not going to say an easy win, but I'm not worried about it. Is basically what I'm trying to say. I think we should go in there and handle our business.
Yeah, if you're the team you think you are, then you should. You should win at home.
Yeah, I mean, right now in the playoff picture, we're technically the 4 seed, but that's only because the Bills have played one more game than us. So, and we have the tiebreaker over them. So basically, we're kind of the 3 seed right now. We're on track to be the 3 seed. Is what I'm trying to say. So, and that would put us right now against the Raiders in the wild card round, the Raiders look like a scary team, or they don't look like a scary team on paper, but they can be. I mean,
they beat Green Bay,
beat Kansas City.
beat Kansas City.
Like they beat Green Bay.
Do what?
They didn't beat Green Bay, did they?
Yeah, man. I'm pretty sure. Well, I could be wrong.
I don't think so. I think you're thinking of something else, because I'm pretty sure the only 2 teams Green Bay's lost to was the Buccaneers and the Vikings.
Maybe you're right, Jim. I wonder where I got that from.
I do think they beat someone else that was good though.
I wonder who it was. I don't have any way to look that up right now.
Let me look. You keep talking while I look.
Okay. I'll just keep talking about myself and all the national exposure. You ever seen that where they put Trump up there on the screen and they start doing a Ric Flair voice?
No.
It's pretty funny.
No, I can't say I've seen that before.
It's pretty funny.
Oh, here we go. Load. Okay. Let's see. Who else was it? Wasn't the Browns? Oh, it was the Saints.
Okay.
That's who it was.
Okay.
Yeah,
I knew
yeah.
it was somebody.
Yeah, I knew it was somebody like big too. Yeah, it was the Saints.
Okay.
It was that Monday night game. Yeah, I remember that
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're a pretty sneaky good team, and you know who's in the playoffs right now too? The Dolphins.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if that's gonna hold, but
They got a good defense, man.
yeah. And Tua definitely hasn't played awful.
He played good last week.
Oh yeah,
First week,
I know. Yeah.
First week he played like crap, honestly. But
Yeah, his defense and special teams just bailed him out.
yeah.
But yeah, that both quarterbacks in that game last week played good. Kyler Murray is my fantasy quarterback, so I'm kind of biased towards him.
How you doing in your fantasy league?
I'm like 3-5.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've mainly just got like pretty much just got outscored every week, and like I've had really bad luck with running backs this year.
God damn, there's no running backs that you could take. They're all hurt.
I know, because
Except for Kamara.
I had all 3 of these guys. I had Saquon Barkley, Nick Chubb, and Kareem Hunt. The only one that's still like healthy right now is Kareem Hunt.
Yeah.
So that's been my problem this year is running backs. But like I've got Travis Kelce. Kyler Murray gets me like 40 points a game sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just ridiculous because he just runs around the whole game and he gets you like 20 yards a play.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've not had the best of luck in fantasy this year, but it's okay. It's okay. I will.
Well, you gotta work the waiver wire. So.
No, I did. I got Chase Claypool. I picked him up on the waiver wire.
Who's he play for?
The Steelers. He's their rookie receiver from Notre Dame.
I'm talking about running backs. You gotta work.
Well, yeah, I know, but I saw Chase Claypool was available, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to pick him up right now.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. But it's not. What's funny is like the week after I picked him up, I don't remember exactly what happened, but he only got like 2 points the next game, and I was like, what the heck is the point of this? But he's played good since that game. I don't even remember what game it was, but
I'll tell you what you ought to do is find out who's going to be the running back for the Panthers the rest of the year? Because Christian McCaffrey's going to be out.
Yeah, see, I did that with the Giants. I got Devontae Freeman, but he's not played awful. But like he was hurt last week, so it's just that didn't even work. But
you got to do it on a good team.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, thankfully it looks like the NFC East has been won.
It's already over.
I don't see. Do you really think any of those other three teams are going to be like catch up to the Eagles?
No, I don't. Dallas is terrible. Washington is terrible. The Giants are a decent team. They've been in every game they played this year.
Yeah. I guess you have a point there. But I couldn't remember if they got blown out by the... I knew the 49ers blew out one of the New York teams. That was the Jets, though. But, yeah, I'd say...
The Giants have been in about every game they played.
Yeah, I agree. Here's what I'd say about the two conferences right now. I definitely think the AFC's better. It's more top-heavy, but it's definitely better right now, I think.
I think it is, too. Well, I don't know. Let's think about this a minute. So you got Baltimore, Pittsburgh, the Chiefs, Buffalo, the Titans.
Those are basically the 5 good teams.
That's 5, okay. And then NFC, you got the Saints, Tampa, which I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. The Seahawks, the Packers.
Yeah, I think you're probably right about that, then. Because I don't trust Seattle at all. Their defense is terrible.
Yeah, that's their main problem. I would say maybe the Rams or the Cardinals, but probably not. I think one of those two teams will make the playoffs, though.
Well, they're going to have to.
Yeah.
They're going to have to. Did you say they put out a possible of a 16-team playoff thing? Did you see that?
Oh, my gosh. Are they actually going to do that?
Well, they might have to if COVID hits.
Oh, if there's like too many games getting canceled?
That's what it is, the backup plan.
Oh, okay. If there's like a bunch of games that get canceled, okay.
Yeah.
You know what they might end up having to do? They might have to do that for... Well, no, they probably couldn't as easily. The NFL could do that a lot easier than college could. Like, the NFL could expand their playoffs a lot easier than college could to, like, an 18 playoff or something.
Yeah. I
But
agree.
that might have to happen. They might have to figure out a way to make it work. I don't know. But, yeah, this whole thing is just weird. But... yeah, I'm just glad I at least have one good team to cheer for with the Titans. See, that Bengals game was embarrassing though. Like it's not going to end up meaning that much in the grand scheme of things for us. Like against us, but it still pisses me off that it happened because like we would be like 7-1 right now if it wasn't.
Yeah,
that.
it could cost you, man. I mean, that's a big loss, important loss.
Well, to be honest, I don't think we were going to get up to like the 1 or 2 seed anyway.
You might have.
I don't think so. I mean, Pittsburgh's not losing this week. I don't remember who exactly they played, but it's.
Well, you're probably right. Once you lost the Steelers, it probably screwed you.
Yeah, exactly. All I'm worried about now is just winning the division. That's all I'm. Yeah, let's see. Who do the Steelers play? I know it's some. Yeah, the Steelers play the Bengals. They're not going to lose this week. They're going to be 9-0. What's the rest of their schedule? Let's look at that.
I don't know, man. Cincinnati's not that bad.
Yeah, I don't think they are either. But this game's at Pittsburgh. I mean, that doesn't mean as much this year, but it still means at least a little bit. Yeah, then they've got the Jaguars after that, so they're at least going to get to 10-0. And then they play the Ravens again. So the rest of the Steelers' schedule is home against the Bengals this week, at the Jaguars, Ravens at home, Washington at home, at the Bills, at the Bengals, and then the Colts at home, and then at the Browns to finish it off.
God almighty, man. They might finish 16 in that.
Yeah, they've got a good chance to. They've definitely got a good chance to. I'd say they'll probably be more around like 15-1, 14-2, though.
Probably. But who's going to beat Buffalo?
Maybe Baltimore.
Yeah.
I mean, Baltimore, despite that they kind of got beat around in that game, it was a close game. So I think that Baltimore could play them close and keep it close to within reach. Let's see what else. Yeah, they're not losing the Browns.
No.
Are the Browns even in the playoffs right now?
I don't think so. I don't know. They might be there like 5-3.
No, they're not. They're not. Yeah, because the Dolphins are in over them right now, and the Raiders. Yeah, that Raiders loss might end up costing the Browns a playoff spot.
Too bad for them. I don't like Baker Mayfield at all.
Well, that's a shocker.
I think he's a punk.
That's a shocker.
What is that? How is that a shocker?
Because you don't like any players that us young kids like. Like, let's see, who's a player a lot of us kids like? Let me think about this.
Odell Beckham.
No, he's kind of like gone away now. He's kind of irrelevant now. He's not as big of a deal as he used to be.
Yeah.
Do you like Kamara?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There you go.
He went to Tennessee.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Marquez Callaway's playing good for them.
Yeah, I know.
If you'd have told me before this season that Marquez Callaway would be having a better NFL career than Jawan Jennings, I'd have been like, really?
I don't know why, son. He's a lot faster. Jawan's just not fast enough to play in the NFL.
That's the big problem.
Yeah, that's why it's not going to happen for him. I feel bad. I hate that too.
Yeah.
I love him so much, but he's just not got enough speed.
Yeah. But yeah, Marquez has been a good asset for the Saints with all their injuries at receiver and stuff.
Yeah, he did really well. Mike Thomas is out.
Yeah. Thomas is back now, right?
Yeah, he played last week.
Yeah. He was still on the field Sunday, so he kind of earned a roster spot.
Yeah, he definitely did.
He was. Wasn't he doing punt returns too?
Couldn't tell you about that.
I think he was because they played that Monday night game against the Chargers. I'm pretty sure he was doing punt returns at least for that game.
Right.
But yeah, gosh, man, the Buccaneers. That was just a horrible performance.
Golly, man. I woke up. I didn't know. I go to bed early. You know that.
Yeah.
I woke up and I saw that score. I said, "What in the world?"
No, I was literally like, I made sure to get all my schoolwork done. Like, I don't think I really had much this weekend, but I made sure to get all of it done. Any of it that I had done, like, before that game, because, like, okay, this is going to be a great game. I can't wait to watch it. But at halftime, I was like, well, guess I'm not watching the rest of this game. And I just played Madden for the second half. I was like, okay. I guess they don't want me to watch a game tonight.
I think it's great. I want Tampa Bay to go down.
No, it was funny. Al Michaels was like kind of joking around. He was like, guys, remember, back in 2014, Brady was down 24-0 at halftime against the Broncos, and he came back and won. And he was just, just messing around. But
it was 31-0 at halftime.
Yeah, I know, but at that point it was only like 21-0 or something. But they turned it over about 3 more times. That's why it became 31-0.
Yeah.
But anyway, is there anything else for us to talk about, or did we hit everything?
I think we've hit it all, son.
All right. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Enjoy the Masters this weekend, since there's basically no football. At least on Saturday there's not, which... Oh, we forgot to talk about that. I bet the people who love that the most, I bet the Masters are, like, Augusta National's licking their chops right now.
I don't know what for. I mean...
Well, the SEC is the main thing I'm talking about. Because, like, they knew that was probably going to be their only... I mean, it was kind of still a slow week for the SEC anyway, but they kind of knew that was going to be their only competition.
Well, I mean, I think they would have liked that to have led into Alabama LSU, honestly.
That's true, too. Yeah. I mean, that game was going to be a blowout anyway, but still, yeah. That would have been a a good game for them to lead into. But there's basically no good games this Saturday. Like, I think maybe the best games might be Wisconsin and Michigan.
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, I was looking at it today. It was this pathetic, really.
That's why I don't blame game day. I was like, I would go to the Masters too. It's like there's no games worth us going to, so let's just go to the Masters, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyways, we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Like it, subscribe, share it with all your friends if you want. Do all the good stuff. That's what I always like to say. Just do all the good stuff. Do all the good stuff. But we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I don't know when we'll have another one. Maybe like before
the Florida game.
Yeah, maybe. Or we might do one before. Nah, Auburn's not that big of a deal now. We'll just do one before the Florida game. Yeah, we'll just do that. Since none of the other games on our schedule matter now, because that one doesn't really either because we suck too much. So. Oh, you know what we didn't talk about? We didn't talk about basketball.
Oh, God.
I'm serious, Dad. It's only 2 weeks away.
What are we going to talk about?
Well, your boys are ranked number 12 in the nation, and they were picked to win the SEC today.
Okay. Well, we don't even know if they're going to have a season or not.
Why is that?
Because there's this virus going around that keeps fucking everything up.
Hey. He didn't mean that.
It's Reddit G.
Yeah, that was real G by you. Good job. We just got demonetized. Just kidding. But, yeah, the basketballs are ranked number 12. I'm very much looking forward to basketball. Yeah, I know he hates this because you probably think we're stooping to Kentucky's level.
No, it's not that. It's just let's wait till we get basketball before we talk about basketball.
Yeah, that's a good point. I just wanted to throw that out there. That's good that we beat.
I'm surprised we're just 12th, honestly.
Yeah, a lot of good. The Big Ten's got I think 5 teams ahead of us. The Big Ten's gonna be really good this year.
Is Purdue one of them?
No, they're not. I think Yeah, I know. It's
I'd
like
like to play them some bitches again. I'll tell you that.
It's like Illinois, Iowa, Michigan State, obviously.
Indiana.
No, they're not. They're probably not going to be much of anything, to be honest. I don't know. They're like the basketball equivalent of us. Like they just cannot get back to where they once were. I don't know why.
Yeah, you're right. It's a very similar deal.
But
very similar deal.
Yeah, Gonzaga was actually ranked number 1 in the nation.
Man, I am tired of hearing about Gonzaga. I know we played them this year.
Wait, we do?
Yeah, it's like one of the first games.
We play them again?
Yes.
I thought let's see.
No, I'm telling you, I read it today on the Tony Basilio app.
The Tony Basilio app. I didn't know we played them again this year.
Don't you read the Tony Basilio app?
No, I just read stuff on Twitter, and if I see it, I click.
I told you need to read it every day.
But Dad, we suck too much. It gets too boring.
Well, there's a lot of good recruiting news. You would like it if you'd read it.
Yeah, I know. I do check it out sometimes. I just don't check it out every day.
It's the first thing I read in the morning.
Well, anyways, hopefully everything is going smoothly and nothing happens to mess up our sports weekend. So, we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Enjoy the Masters this weekend. I know this is the 3rd time I've said that, but we keep thinking of new stuff. But we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Like I said, do all the good stuff, and we'll probably do another one before the Florida game. So, we'll talk to you guys again soon.